Hey guys, it's Regina. Today is Friday, January 8th. We still have our tree up. I'm still working on getting Christmas down. We were away for the week after Christmas, and then this whole week we've had family in town, so this is a slow process. But I wanted to do a video today, a sit-down video, and tell you my goals for 2016. I like to do goals rather than resolutions because I feel like resolutions are something I'm starting all of these now rather than goals, which are kind of the long term for me. That'll be things I'm trying to do all year. So I broke them down into 3 categories. There are personal, children, and homemaking. So I'll start with my personal goals. Like always, I want to eat healthier, but there are some things that I would like to accomplish this year that really depend on me eating healthier. So we're cutting out fast food for 2 reasons. One being that it's not really healthy for you, and the second being that my husband's job has changed. So we took a pay cut this year. In the long run, it will be a better thing, but for now, we're cutting back our budget a little bit. So that is one thing we're going to do, and more water, because I'm horrible at drinking water. I just don't like the taste of it. I don't know. I just am not really good about drinking it. So I got an app on my phone called Waterlogged, where you can keep track of your water intake. So that's been a little bit more enticing to be able to log that. And along with that is losing 10 to 15 pounds. But another thing I want to do is a daily Bible reading. The life of a mom, or the life of any woman in general, gets really busy. So this is something I really want to commit to doing. I found a group. It's on Instagram, but there's also a website. It's womenlivingwell.org, and it's just a real short reading, and there are some printables to do some journaling, but a chapter a day, and there's like a book. I guess it's a book a month, but probably not all of them are for a whole month because there are shorter ones and longer ones. But anyway, I've been doing that pretty well so far. And it's just 1 chapter a day, so it's pretty doable. I'd like to keep that up. And the other thing is I want to read 1 book per month. I love reading, but I have not done a lot of it since my children were born. So I have a ton of books that are just collecting dust on my shelf that I really want to read. So I'm going to try and do 1 book a month. I started that in November, and it's worked pretty well. I read a book in November and a Christmas book in December, and right now I'm working on 2 different books. So hopefully I can keep that up and maybe even increase that a little bit. As far as children, the number 1 thing is to be more present daily. I'm with my children all day, every day, but I'm not always directly interacting with them. Like sometimes they're off playing and I'm getting things done, which is totally fine. But I also would like to have more intentional time where I just choose a block of time each day to sit down and play with them, read with them, whatever they want to do. They tend to ask me to play pretend with them, which is not my favorite thing to do, but I need to do more of it. And I've always known this, but I read an article this morning that said even 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour a day makes a huge difference to our children. So I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. And along those lines, I also want to start preschool at home with Carter. I did it with Savannah for a year, and I used the program ABC Jesus Loves Me, and it is online. I'll put the link in my description box, and it's a free curriculum. It's there for different age groups. She's working on a 1-year-old curriculum, but there's a 2-year, a 3-year, a 4-year, and a 5-year curriculum. And it's just mostly about being more intentional about your play and the things that you do. There's a Bible story every week, a letter, a number, sometimes different books, that kind of thing. And it's all laid out for you, and it's all free. And we loved it. I did the 3-year-old with Savannah. I'm going to do the 3-year-old with Carter. He turns 3 in 2 weeks, so I think we're going to start that this coming Monday if I can get this stuff under control. If I don't get it under control, we'll start the following Monday. But my goal is to start by the time he turns 3. Another thing is always do a bedtime story and prayer. Sometimes we are very bad about that because we will be at church till late, or we'll be doing errands, and then we come home and it's jamming his teeth in bed. Like, we don't have the time for that. So I want to stay home more at night, hopefully. We like to do that during the winter anyway, and be more intentional about that and do some stories and prayer before bed. And the other thing is I want to follow through more with my discipline. Sometimes okay, a lot of the time. My kids are like all children. They will test me, and usually they win. And that is because they know they can wear me down. They can ask me for the same thing 10 times, and finally I'll be like, fine, just do it. But that is going over into my discipline sometimes. So I am going to try to do a lot better with that. My husband is a lot better with that, so they don't act out for him as much as they do for me, because they know they'll get away with it with me. And I mean, and they're not bad kids, but it's just, I don't always think they know that I'm in charge, kind of thing. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more. And then for homemaking, just a few simple things, which most of it I do already anyway, but I want to keep going, is beds made daily. I always make mine, and 9 times out of 10 I'll make the children's, but I want to get them to start doing it. Both of their beds are a little bit harder to make. They're against a wall, so even if they just help me do it, I want to start teaching them to make their own beds, and hopefully they'll start doing that every day. A load of laundry daily, but not on the weekends, just Monday through Friday. Another thing is to cut back our grocery budget. Like I said, we took a little bit of a pay cut with my husband's job. So for at least this year, we need to cut that back. But with his new job, he'll be able to go higher than he could with his old job. So eventually we'll be fine, but this year we need to cut that back a little bit. So I'm going to try and cut it back $25 a week. And with that, I want to stick to my meal plan more. Sometimes I'll plan meals, and then we'll go and do errands, and then be like, oh, I don't feel like cooking, let's just go get fast food. So then that ties into the fast food thing, and so I want to try and stick to my meal plan a little bit more. And the last thing I want to do is, I am currently reading The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, the KonMari method, and I want to KonMari our house. We have a part of our local mops group, and in April, I believe is when it was, we have our big yard sale, which is our big fundraiser for the year. So I'm hoping to have it all done by then, because I can just take it all and get rid of it at the yard sale. I take it and take it there, and that's it. I don't have to bring that stuff back in my house. We have a yard sale in our community twice a year, and so I'll probably keep some things for that, things that I know will sell and that we can get money for. But things that I just want gone and I don't ever want to see again and don't have to worry about dragging back in after a yard sale, I am going to take to our MOPS yard sale. So that is my goals. Those are my goals for 2016. I'll try and keep you updated. I'm hoping to do some videos on the organizing of my house, the KonMari stuff that I'm doing. I will definitely be doing videos on the different things I'm doing with ABC Jesus Loves Me and just the preschool at home with Carter. Back in the fall, I did a tour of our homeschool area, but I'm working on changing that up a little bit, so I'll probably do a new tour. And also keep showing you my grocery hauls, and hopefully I'll keep saving the money. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hope you all are having a great week. Bye!